Hopes and dreams do not create the future. You can talk about it, but talk won't get things done. Doing gets it done. At Starkey, we're building tomorrow, because that's what leaders do. We're tired of the status quo. We're designing and building for the next century. We're busy leading the way, disrupting an industry, advancing technology, knocking down barriers, transforming lives. We don't say it can't be done. We put our minds together and make the impossible possible. Let others keep talking about the future. We're going beyond the talk. Redefining an industry. Reinventing the hearing aid. All at the speed of innovation. It's a new day.
नमस्कार, स्वागत, आदाब, वेलकम एक बार फिर से क्योंकि पिछले वाला जो एफर्ट था वो कामयाब नहीं हुआ, तो धन्यवाद उनको एंड थैंक्स अगेन जिन्होंने पिछली बार मुझे 45 मिनट तक सुना और आज फिर उपस्थित हैं मुझे फिर से सुनने को। बहुत सारे लोग उस दिन कनेक्ट नहीं हो पाए। देयर वाज अ टेक्निकल ग्लिच दैट प्रिवेंटेड अस फ्रॉम डूइंग इट द राइट वे एंड आई थिंक दिस टाइम वी आर मच मोर prepared and we are better off with that technological understanding. तो एक बार मैं फिर आपके सामने प्रस्तुत हूँ और फिर से आपका आभार करना चाहता हूँ. I want to thank each one of you for taking your time out again on a weekend, on a Sunday especially, and to be a part of this, one of the most historical moment of Indian hearing aid industry, which will define not only what is the best practice, but also how a patient's expectation will change in days to come. There has been a lot which is going on in the market with the pandemic, with the new normal, how things are changing. तो स्टार्की की इस श्रृंखला में जहाँ पर हम पहली बार इस प्रकार का एक एक्सपेरिमेंट कर रहे हैं, प्रयोग कर रहे हैं, एक प्रोडक्ट आपके साथ फेस टू फेस होकर लेकिन आपके साथ ना होकर आपके सामने लाने का. So it's my honor, it's my pleasure to bring to you one of the most revolutionary product in the history of hearing aids in India. But before we go forward, I would like to welcome Starkey Group's President and CEO, Mr. Brandon Savalich, to address you and give you a welcome note. Mr. Brandon Savalich.
Hi, this is Brandon Sawalich, President of Starkey. I want to thank our Starkey India team and customers for joining us today as we introduce to you the world's best-sounding, best-performing hearing aid, Livio Edge AI. We are committed to providing you with the service and technology you've grown to expect from us, and we will never take your partnership for granted. Thank you again, and welcome to technology's leading edge.
Thank you, sir. That was Brandon giving us all a warm welcome. You know, Brandon was here with us in Jaipur, if you all remember. He wanted to be here this time also, but the pandemic prevents him from coming and traveling. You know, we are getting normal. We're getting adjusted to a new normal. The new normal this pandemic gives to us. And this makes me think, what's happening around? What's there in the mind of the God? And I want to summarize that concept of my understanding with God's feeling that in Urdu we say, कुछ तो चाहत रही होगी इन बारिश की बूंदों की भी. कुछ तो चाहत रही होगी इन बारिश की बूंदों की भी, वरना कौन मिलता है जमीन में आसमान तक जाने के बाद. That's exactly how God must have thought. You know, the human race was thinking they have gone ahead of the curve. We are leading everything, a good lifestyle, a good science, good technology, and just then God says, let me give you a small jerk. Let me give you a small break. And then you will think, if you were in command, you're not. I'm still in the command. And that's when we believe that, you know, everything has gone down. We are trying to evolve new things. And mankind, it has been known to evolve the best when they are pushed against the wall. As of now, all of us, entire industry, the business, the human, scientists, doctors, everybody is pushed against the wall. And that's exactly when we are pushed against the wall, we think the best. And I think this is an opportunity that God has given to us to think, evolve, and come back with a better and more human approach for the industry and for the human. ये मेरा सौभाग्य है कि मैं आपके सामने आज प्रस्तुत हूं और इस टेक्नोलॉजी को जो इस विश्व के अंदर, वर्ल्ड के अंदर पेशेंट एक्सपीरियंस को चेंज करने वाली, ये मेरा सौभाग्य है कि ये आपके सामने प्रस्तुत करने का मुझे मौका मिल रहा है. No other company has thought in this direction. No other manufacturer of hearing aid has gone in that direction to provide you the thought of these features to be bundled into a hearing aid. None. Only Starkey. Why we have done that? Because we are the technological leaders. We give the best product, best feature, best technology that will help your patient, and in turn it will help you to build a practice and give the most satisfying outcome to the patient. Now, we are here today. We are talking about future. If we are talking about the future, the rule is you cannot cling to the past. If you cling to the past, there is no way you could move into the future. And if you are trying to create a future, leave the past behind. Our vision has been simple since 1967 when Mr. Austin had founded this company, Starkey. The vision was simple: better today than yesterday, and better tomorrow than today. All the leaders will have to look forward, and they should always ask, what is next? You have to look up, look out. Your vision forward should be a bold one. That should make you uncomfortable, and that's okay. Sometimes most good things will make us uncomfortable, and it's okay to be uncomfortable. If something makes you uncomfortable, there's a very good possibility that good is about to come. We have to be comfortable being uncomfortable in our industry, and if we have to look at the future opportunities ahead, one has to look at a paradigm from a new perspective. Now, we focus on 3 pillars at Starkey. What do we need to do in our technology? And we are doing it the best way possible. What is best for the patient? So if we improve our technology that suits our patient best, that serves our patient the best, that's what the second pillar is. And what is going to be in for you and in the market to match to what you need? So if you know what is the requirement of a patient, you communicate back to us, and Starkey is the only company that will respond to it the fastest. Our why is people helping people. Every company has a why. Why are we in the business? What is our concern? Our why is people helping people, and that is not another company. There's no other company in the industry that has the same philosophy. We are there for the people. We are there for the patient to give them the best outcome. Now, we are focused on delivering the best hearing aid that has the best connectivity, best sound quality, best reliability, and on top of all, easiest to use. When we are using artificial intelligence and the machine learning to go beyond incremental improvements, this is what we are here to present. We can change the way people think. We can change the way hearing aids behave. The technology that goes into the hearing aid, how it helps. Now think about it. Fall detection, body and brain tracking, the ability to tell people how they are interacting with the world around them. And now with Intelligent Assistant, the ability for your patient to access the world of information around them just by using the hearing aid. That was never done in the past. Nobody in the past has done that. A hearing aid connects you to the world. Hearing aid makes you hear. Hearing aid looking after your health. Hearing aid is an assistant that you don't have probably. We will never forget that what is our job number 1. That is building and delivering the very best hearing aid. We will add the healthable technology, and which will give you a new paradigm in the healthable paradigm tomorrow. We'll be the first and the only to have the technology which will have your patient to engage with the world around them with ease. And as you will see later today, we will bring to you the intelligent assistant that will make things easy for your patient. Now, everything of this magnitude, of this depth, needs a lot of effort to go in. And I can proudly say that we employ the highest number of audiologists in US and of course in India compared to any other manufacturer. We have had more than 400 across the world, across 26 facilities that we have. And to bring these cool features in the hearing aid, Starkey has over 500 scientists and engineers working toward this. We have got 400 patents. Additional 100 patents are pending, which are already confirmed, which are pending to be delivered. And in our industry, by the way, this is a very, very impressive number to have these many patents. In 2019, we opened the Advanced Research Center in Tel Aviv, Israel. That's a hotbed of innovation, everybody knows that. And Starkey will also have 20 dedicated engineers by the end of 2020 working on the future features. That's unusual. No company has got a team of 20 people sitting only to see what is going to be the future relevant feature to help our patient. In 2020 itself, we are going to open the Silicon Valley Design Center for the advanced collaboration with the tech partner and the patient research. Now, Starkey has got the smartest hearing aid on the market, and it is not a statement coming from a marketing. Our hearing aid demonstrate that very, very clearly. The features, the way we have introduced the artificial intelligence and machine learning, nobody has brought it. We have the smartest hearing aid on the market. We believe very strongly in the capabilities of the technology today. We are bringing in the cutting-edge technology similar to companies like IBM, Microsoft, Intel, Apple, and big leaders. We're not thinking about incremental improvement. 8 channel के 16 के 32 40 कर दें, that's not incremental. I mean, of course that's incremental, but we are thinking about big quantum jumps from the technological platform. We are thinking about changing the way people think and redefining a hearing device in a big and a bold way. Now, when I say bold, what we have done so far is tremendously bold. There is no one who has even come closer to us. Touching is a different game altogether. There is no one who is coming closer to us, and we are very proud of the partners we are collaborating with today. These companies are beginning to understand the importance of aging, the importance of hearing in the aging population, and we are strategically partnering with these global technology companies to expand the thinking and feature of the hearing aids. And I say it again, no one in the hearing industry is working as close with these companies as Starkey is. These are big names. You can see the screen. These are Apple, Amazon, Samsung, Google. No one is collaborating with these companies as Starkey does. And our partnership, it gets stronger by every passing day. Now say, why do you want to do that? To deliver things like these, you need a plan, and Starkey has a plan. We know what we are doing over the next 3 years, not easy, and we have a 5-year vision. That puts us apart. Now we look at our global expansion plan in Tel Aviv and Silicon Valley and other markets around the world. We look at our ability to use artificial intelligence and machine learning to drive new capabilities and new features in the hearing aids that we have to offer you. In an effort to change our patients' life, this is the most important factor. And lastly, expanding our partnership with the technology release around the world, much more expanding fastest compared to any competition. Now, these numbers are actually, to me, scary. They are telling in about 10 years from now, in the world, almost equal to India will be suffering from hearing impairment. We are talking about 900 million people plus by 2050. That's not a good sign. 1 in 6 teenagers, and that's quite a pandemic, not as talked as discussed like the corona pandemic, but this is a pandemic and there's a problem. 6 teenagers will suffer and are suffering from the amplification-driven hearing impairment. That is something that nobody should take pride in. There should be an effort to first of all curb it and be readiness. There should be a readiness to help them. There's no silver bullet. I look at my children, I see them hearing their iPods and putting the earplugs in their ear, listening to the music, and I can sometimes hear from outside that they are listening it really high. And I feel better and I tell them, but can I control that 100%? No. Now, these numbers do paint an opportunity, the opportunity that we have as hearing professional to help these people with a solution, something that works best for them. We believe the number one thing people can do today to remain healthy as they age is to wear a hearing device. Now, one must know that if there's a hearing impairment, there are so many things which are coming as a package to the health of that individual. And the best way to prevent those another package of side effects is to wear the hearing aid. Simple. But it is our responsibility as hearing professional to inform them, give that information to everybody that this is one option and this will prevent them from more consequences as they go forward in their life cycle. Our opportunities is limitless. And today, I take this kind of liberty to challenge you and see if you can see the future and the opportunity, the size of the opportunity, the such gigantic opportunity that exists in front of you. And I would like to tell you the opportunity starts with you. Unless we all collectively see this opportunity in the larger picture and we start acting and preparing ourselves to address this opportunity, nothing will happen. So opportunity starts with you. You define your tomorrow and Starkey is there to help. Now, how are you going to challenge yourself? How are you going to change the way you do business? And I can tell you, this has been a hard learning. If you keep doing what you have been doing, you remain where you are. The business and the life is like swimming anti-current. If you keep swimming at the same pace, you will remain anti-current at the same place and eventually give up. Be smart. Learn to swim better. Learn to swim smart. Change the way we've been doing business all these years. And if you start getting uncomfortable, that's a good thing. That allows you to adapt. But please be comfortable while you are being uncomfortable, and that will lead you to a thriving business tomorrow. And I ask it all over again. I've asked this before and I want to ask again. During this pandemic, what did you do differently? Did you analyze your data? Did you compile your data in the first place? Once you compiled it, did you analyze it? How did you approach your patients? Did you call them proactively? Did you contact them? Or you waited for them to call and give them the solution when they called? There was no lockdown, there absolutely no lockdown on creativity or planning. It's always a good idea to call your customers and give them comfort because they seek comfort, they seek knowledge, and with this, they trust you. And I'll tell you again, in a health situation, discount is a choice we give to the patients. It's not that driving factor alone. And I can tell you, if there are 3 cardiologists, I know one is best. He does not give discount. I will not go to another cardiologist and say, he's cheaper, let me go there. So please do not use discount as a trump card. Use discount as just a pleasing thing, but do not give discounts of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50%. And I've seen this happening. Please try to build on home service. Old age people are now homebound. They're not allowed to go out. Kids, they're not allowed to go out. It is our opportunity to seize. If somebody has to go home and you don't have resources and manpower to go and give home services, contact us. Starkey will help you to reach out to your patient and we will keep them happy on your behalf. We promise this is one area we all have to work. This is one opportunity we have to tap, and Starkey is with you to tap this opportunity. And for the last 3 years, I've been saying this over and over again each time I see you face to face. Choose your partner very, very carefully. Now, please know if your partner is trying to help you build your practice or they are cultivating you by giving some kind of name and take over your identity because you have no other choice left after some time, and you help them build their empire. You will never find Starkey selling online. You will never find Starkey's product selling online with deep discountings, which kind of demean you, put you in a very uncomfortable position when a customer or patient comes to you and say, this product is already available 35%, 40%, 50% online. Why should I buy from you? Have you been embarrassed before like this? Not with Starkey, I can promise. We continue to stand by you. We do not want to demean this practice by saying, this is 30% available on discount, 30% discount available online. This is something that we do not want. Audiology as a profession has to be respected because you are helping people live their life to the fullest. The discounts online should not change your relationship with the patients, and Starkey promises you that you will not be embarrassed in front of your patients. Now, you will say, why Starkey? That's my best question. I always like that question. Why Starkey? Because we are about people helping people. We are people helping and connected people to the better lives. We are a global healthcare hearing company focused on bringing innovation and technology to you like no other, and I repeat, no other in the industry. People in Starkey, you have seen, they care about you, your customer and your patient. It is not a quarterly earning report. We are not a listing company. We are not driven by revenue. We are not driven by profit. We are not driven by the stock exchange. By the way, this is a new Starkey, and we are looking ahead. We are making hearing aids cool. Have you seen some of these products which are available in the market? I don't want to name them, but they call them themselves AirPods or something like that. They stick outside the ear. They look very ugly, but people take it as a fashion statement. The products that we are bringing in, that's about making the complex simple, complex converting to beautiful. We are eliminating the stigma, because the stigma is no more a stigma. That's a fashion statement now. But we are making it even more cooler. Better hearing aid is the best provided thing to the patient through you, the hearing professional. We want to focus all our energies, we want to focus all our technologies around this being delivered to the patient through the hearing professional. We know the new decade requires new thinking and bold ideas, and with Starkey, I promise you, we will be the first to get you the best and the boldest as we go forward into this decade. We continue to develop our methods for the artificial intelligence. The Livio was really the first step of implementing artificial intelligence in a hearing aid. Another layer to this is with the state-of-art computing that is usually called the edge computing. We talk about the edge computing. There is someone who is very special to the hearing industry. He doesn't really have a background like all of us, 10 years, 15 years into the industry, but he is somebody who has changed the entire paradigm of the hearing industry. He has changed how hearing aids function. He has changed the way we used to expect how a hearing aid will help a patient. There is no one better to explain this than our Chief Technology Officer, and we would like to share a quick video of him talking about how we are implementing the edge computing and what are we doing to be the most advanced platform in our industry and going toe-to-toe with the other big tech companies. Mr. Achin Bhaumik, the paradigm shifter of hearing aid industry. There you go.
Livio AI, as incredible as it is, it was only the first step for us into unleashing the amazing potential of AI, artificial intelligence. It's time to up the game. So what I'm going to do is tell you what's the latest cutting edge of AI, the age of Edge AI. For those of you that have been following machine learning and AI, you would know that the last weeks, last few months, this is being talked about because of the step up, the unfathomable developments that this technology is enabling. It's intelligence at the edge. Largest companies on the planet, ranging from Intel, IBM, Apple, Microsoft, Google, are working on this cutting edge of Edge AI. So what is this? Edge AI, simply put, is an implementation of artificial intelligence that builds on distributed computing. We have a processor in the hearing aid itself, and we connect to the power of iPhone or an Android phone, which is connected to the cloud. I showed you just how ginormous the compute power there is. And with this, then, we connect smart devices to the smart cloud. Unlike the traditional AI, where the cloud is smart, but the device not so much. To do Edge AI, we had to work with the best in the field to re-architect the artificial intelligence engine, the machine learning infrastructure, to bring the technology to the edge, which is why you are going to see just the beginning. You'll see news articles last few weeks, but it's really taking off. The next year, next couple of years, while rest of the other companies in the hearing aid industry will start to understand what machine learning is, it's time for us to go to the next level. So we are happy to add Starkey to this list in bringing Edge AI technology to Livio AI.
Thank you so much, Ashim. That is always a pleasure. It's always a treat to watch you speaking. Well, it gives me immense pleasure to bring to you the first in the world, the custom rechargeable Livio Edge AI product. No one else has it in the world, and we are the only one to have a custom rechargeable Livio Edge product. There you go. That was a cool video, isn't it? Now I would like to call upon the team of two very gifted genius audiologists, Nitish and Sachin, to talk more about the features, how brilliant this product is. And remember, now very important, remember, do not lose focus, do not lose track, and do not forget that there will be a quiz in between. Both Nitish and Sachin will be asking you a few questions. Do attempt to that. Rapid answer is the key to the win, and when you win, you get lovely prizes. Don't forget, सबसे तेज उंगली चलानी है. There you go. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today in this virtual platform. When we launched Livio AI hearing aid, we actually reinvented the hearing aid. It was the industry's first device that had advanced sensors, and it also had machine learning and artificial intelligence. But we were just getting started. With the Livio Edge AI, we pushed that same platform further to provide unparalleled performance and ease of use. So this on the whole will provide you with a competitive edge in your practice. And it all starts with the edge mode. Even though we have sophisticated features in hearing aids, like the hearing reality feature that we see in Livio hearing aids, which analyzes the environment every 6 milliseconds and applies the best strategy. We also see professionals doing their best by using prescriptive target strategies and also real ear measurements, and also recently they have started applying the remote fine-tuning methods that have developed today. So all these best practices are being applied, and still you can also see that the patients, they are generating the custom memories and all by using the app. But even though the patients have access to all of these wonderful features, sometimes they desire even more control over clarity and comfort because it is such an individual preference. So with yet another industry's first, Starkey is the only hearing aid manufacturer that puts the power of artificial intelligence in the patient's fingertips. This gives them more control, and in any challenging listening environment, the Edge mode works very well. With just a simple double tap, the devices automatically adjust themselves to instantaneously optimize clarity and comfort for every listening environment. Isn't that amazing? Edge artificial intelligence doesn't need a connection to internet, nor it needs access to cloud or any smartphone. AI is within the hearing aid, and hearing aid takes its own decision to give unmatched clarity and comfort. I'm sure you want to listen to it. So here we have a sound sample where you can hear two people talking during an ongoing match in a stadium. So let's experience it first with the Edge mode off, and then followed by the same sample with the Edge mode on.
He's going to take it. He's going to take it. He's going to take it. We're going to go. He's gone. No. Come on, Ref. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? There's no way that's a clip. They got to review that. He's going. He's going to take it. He's going to take it. He's going to take it. We're going to go. He's gone. No, not a flag. Come on, Ref. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? There's no way that's a clip. They got to review that.
Impressive, right? In any unique and challenging acoustic environment, the devices perform an environmental scan and relaxes the normal operating parameters to provide more aggressive noise management and gain control. Livio Edge AI provides the ultimate in personalized performance by putting your patients in control. The patients using these devices can choose when they would need to engage more specific and strategic processing based on the environment they are in. A simple double tap provides them with an optimal personalized performance advantage for every listening environment that moves beyond the prescriptive target. So also here it is important to note that Inspire feature settings do not impact the adjustment capabilities that is provided by the Edge mode. Starkey has always focused on providing small, powerful devices that fit right the first time. And we have done this better than anyone else in the industry, especially in the custom products. So as a world leader in custom manufacturing and performance, we listen to many hearing healthcare providers and the hearing aid users, and we know that you have been waiting for this moment too. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing industry's first and only 2.4 GHz lithium-ion custom rechargeable hearing aids. The battery performance of our Livio AI rechargeable hearing aids has been extraordinary. The custom products is no different. Imagine a custom rechargeable product with superior sound quality that gives about 23 hours of battery life, and that includes 4 hours of streaming. Isn't that amazing? So people watching a movie during the day, talking on their phone, are going to get a full day of battery life. And when they are charging the devices, it takes only 3.5 hours to get a full charge. Again, these hearing aids are wireless. They use 2.4 gigahertz technology so that you can stream from your iOS devices as well as those select Android devices that are now supporting direct streaming capabilities. I'd also like to share with you that these custom rechargeable devices are also compatible with a full range of 2.4 gigahertz accessories so that users can connect to almost any media source out there. Again, it's a very unique device, first in the industry, and it means the research and development team had to do so many innovative things to design and build this product inside out. You can see here on this picture that on the faceplate you have those unique rechargeable contacts. And when you look inside the hearing aid, you can see exactly what has been done here. It required a very special design. At Starkey, we modeled thousands of ear impressions and hearing aids in order to make this design work for all of our patients. Everything down to even choosing to use 3 contacts in order to ensure stability on those charging points. So everything in the design was very thoughtful to make sure it works for as many patients as possible, and this product is available in an ITC up to an ITE. You can also choose to get a lot of nice power out of these devices, as we are offering up to 130/70 matrix. Isn't that amazing again? So also we have an option of telecoil for those people who are choosing an ITE product. For the custom charger, it looks slightly different when you compare it to the standard charger that you're already used to. The standard charger will not work with the custom products and vice versa, but they work in the same way. So this custom charger has unique charging ports, and there is no right or left configuration, so you can put the hearing aids on either post. When you place them on the post, there is a magnetic pull that puts the hearing aids in place. So the patients who have dexterity issues need not worry to get their hearing aids positioned correctly. That's beautiful actually. So one more thing, most of you may already know that we are already having this direct streaming capabilities to our Livio AI devices, that is from Apple and few compatible Android phones. But now you can enjoy the same benefit of direct streaming to our new custom rechargeable hearing aids. Separating the signal of interest from unwanted noise has long been the focus of our industry. We bring the most advanced modern techniques to the table to tackle this challenge in innovative ways, and we are wanting to provide the critical benefits to the patients. But sometimes you see that having all this innovation in hearing aids is not enough. So background noise still remains a big challenge for hearing aid users. And even with the directional microphones, you can achieve only about 4 to 6 decibels better than the omnidirectional microphones. So therefore, to tackle these complex challenges, we need innovative accessories that can assist the hearing aid users and help them hear better in the background noise and the complicated listening situations. And that being said, I'm again excited to introduce you to our newest accessory into the 2.4 gigahertz family.
在嘈杂的地方理解话语可能很有趣且比较容易。
Understanding speech in noisy places can be fun and easy.
At forstå tale i et støjende miljø kan være nemt og sjovt.
Несмотря на окружающий шум, разговорная речь должна быть четкой и понятной.
Ladies and gentlemen, table microphone, the industry's only 8 microphone beamforming microphone array to provide 8 to 10 decibel advantage in that same listening environment. This device offers both automatic as well as the manual mode, and the automatic mode locates and optimizes most prominent voice in the crowd, and the manual mode allows the hearing aid user to select up to 2 narrow bands in different locations. But obviously, hearing is believing. You would definitely like to hear the demo of this accessory too. So the demo will first present an omnidirectional hearing aid condition for a typical meeting situation where 5 talkers are seated around a table. And next will be the case where the table microphone will isolate a single talker in that same environment. Let's check that out.
I wanted the letters to be passionate. There are 2 sections essentially. There's the historical part of the book and the more personal part. But there's a lot of interweaving, and so even the historical letters are very personal. I wanted the letters to be passionate. There are 2 sections essentially. There's the historical part of the book and the more personal part. But there's a lot of interweaving, and so even the historical letters are very personal in nature.
The table microphone takes 2 hours to fully charge, and you can stream up to 12 hours on that full charge. The operating distance is up to 50 feet, so a pretty good distance where your patient can walk away from the table microphone and still have a pretty strong signal. So the table mic rounds out our 2.4 gigahertz accessories, giving you the most complete package of fitting solutions available to you and your patients. It's amazing to see how we continue to evolve the patient's experience. Even though helping patients hear better is our first job, we also care about their total health and wellness. So before we check out more amazing innovations that help people hear better and live better, let's have a small quiz. All right, so get ready, and here are the rules. Write your answers in the chat box. Only the first answer will be considered, and each answer will carry 1 mark. You need to just write 1 word as the answer, no more than 2 words, I'd say. You have 15 seconds to answer each question, and let's go ahead with the first one. Everyone, please be ready. Your quick answer probably will increase your probability and the chances to win. All right, here comes the first question. Name the new setting that puts the power of artificial intelligence at the patient's fingertips. Your time starts now. All right, this is a pretty simple question. I'm expecting answers. All right, time's up. All right, let's dive into the next question. There are dash microphones in the table microphone which provide stress-free hearing in challenging situations. Your time starts now. How many microphones are there in the table microphone? Very easy question. We just completed this. All right, time's up. Time's up. You need to stop answering. And let's go into the next question. Please stop answering. All right, let's dive into the next question. Does Edge AI need connection to internet or smartphone in order to work? Your time starts now. This is all about the new edge computing. That is the clue. Go ahead. You need to answer it with yes or no, that's it. Time's up. No more answers will be accepted. And let's dive into the next question. With advanced Edge AI technology, we have Dash built into the hearing aids itself. Your time starts now. What is built into the hearing aids itself? In Edge AI hearing aids. All right, time's up. Time's up. That was not so easy question, but I'm sure many of you might be knowing this. All right, let me dive into the last question. Okay, how long does it take for the custom rechargeable hearing aids to fully charge? This is a very simple one. Your time starts now. The fast answer is the key to the win. All right, time's up. Time's up. You need to stop answering. Thank you so much for those who have participated in this part of the quiz, and we'll have the next part which would be taken ahead by Sachin. And with this, I would like to thank you so much. I'd like to call in Sachin now.
Thanks, Nitish. Hello, everyone. The journey of innovation does not stop there. We understand that hearing loss does not exist alone. It has comorbid conditions. We should not, therefore, treat it in isolation. That is why at Starkey we believe that to hear better is to live better. Let's see how hearing is related to overall health. There are many conditions associated with hearing loss. One of this is fall. Older adults with hearing loss are more likely to experience a fall. Actually, odds of a fall increase around 1.4 times per 10 dB increase in hearing loss. Another condition which is associated with hearing loss is cardiovascular diseases. Researchers have shown that adults with poor cardiovascular fitness have worse hearing around 2 to 4 kHz. Cognitive decline is another condition which is noticed to be associated with hearing loss. Some amount of cognitive decline is very natural and expected to happen normally, but individuals with hearing loss experience faster decline. Hearing loss can also lead to social isolation, which is a risk factor for developing depression. There is no one better to talk about relation of hearing loss with other health conditions than Dr. R. Keel, who is the Chief Health Officer at Starkey. I would like to share with you a video of Dr. R. Keel where she has beautifully explained the relationship of hearing loss with other health conditions. So please listen to this beautiful video talk by Dr. R. Keel.
And here's how it works. Your body perceives a threat: lack of food, lack of water, lack of social connection. And that causes the brain to send out hormonal signals to tell the body to begin making cortisol, adrenaline, or epinephrine. And that begins a whole cascade of events in the body that are coordinated in order for you to be able to flee, to run away, to protect yourself. So what happens? Well, your heart rate and your blood pressure go up so that you can get more blood flow to your muscles and run. The airways in your lungs expand so that you can get more oxygen to your brain, so that you have an increased state of alertness. Your blood clotting factors actually become more active so that if you are physically attacked and bleeding, you're more likely to stop bleeding and you don't bleed to death. And your liver mobilizes glucose from storage sources so that you have more energy. And your immune system goes into standby mode to conserve energy. So all of that is protective because it gives you the opportunity to put all the resources that you have into protecting yourself. But what happens when you're in a constant state of threat, when you're in a constant state of hunger or thirst? What happens when you have decreased hearing and you have a constant state of loneliness? The increased blood pressure and heart rate end up being risks and can lead to heart disease. The increased ability to clot increases your risk of strokes. Having persistently high glucose increases your risk of diabetes. And not having an immune system that's functioning properly, surveilling the viruses that are in the environment, puts you at a higher risk for cancer. There's also an effect of cortisol on the brain itself. So if you're protecting yourself, it is helpful to be distrustful and aggressive because you want to know what's behind your back. But again, what happens when you are persistently like that? Well, cortisol affects the prefrontal cortex of the brain. That's the part of your brain that gives you your personality. It gives you your filters. It gives you your judgment. So what happens when you're persistently aggressive and distrustful? You're not very fun to be around. And so people and you will tend to not socialize with each other. So loneliness begets loneliness. You become more socially isolated and have fewer interactions. And that, in turn, leads to dementia. But I'm going to ask the question again, but why? What's happening in the brain to lead to neuronal cell death to cause dementia? Well, the answer is not completely clear, but we know from MRI scans that people with loneliness actually have decreased brain volume. And there's three possible mechanisms. One is that there could be damage from the cortisol itself, damage from having constant high blood pressure attacking and damaging the cells of the brain. Another possibility is that when you don't have social connection, that means that your brain isn't being tasked to learn, to judge, to interact, and to create new connections. And your brain is like a muscle. It's a use it or lose it. So if you're not using your brain, those brain cells are just going to shrivel and die. The result of all of this, decreased brain volume, fewer neurons, and a decreased ability to have memories.
Wasn't that an amazing video? What a great explanation of a relationship of hearing loss with other health conditions. This very clearly explains that how hearing loss is related to other health conditions. This puts greater responsibility at our hands to make the Starkey Healthable AI technology accessible to more and more people. Today, with introduction of Edge AI, we proudly introduce to you Livio AI for All. So with Livio AI for All, we have made AI features available to not only premium Livio AI, Edge AI, but for even the lower tiers. So we have called it AI for All. This brings healthable AI features more and more accessible in lower technology tiers as well. Let's see this in a little detail. So we now have AI features available in 2000, 1600, 1200 and even the 1000 technology tier. We are really allowing more and more patients to experience the power of AI and the benefits it can bring. Even at the 1000 level, we have body tracking and tap control features available. So some great features patients now can utilize even in these lower technology tiers. So we now have a complete product family, Livio Edge AI, Livio AI in lower 4 tiers and a complete Livio non-AI range. It's now complete with rechargeable customs to RICs or BTEs and rechargeable options for both standard and custom products. A lot of great solution for your patient's needs. Isn't that amazing? Now let us see how your patient can put all this life-changing technology and life-saving technology into action. This is only possible when we have a smart interface. I am talking about our health apps. Developing apps that improve and enhance people's life is a core part of our mission. The first and foremost is our Thrive app. We have listened to the patients to seek continuous improvement in usability and creating the best possible user experience. We have redesigned the Thrive app to make further simple. We have made it easier for patients to navigate through the app. From the main screen, patients can view their brain and body scores, access their hearing aid memories, change their hearing aid volume, and most importantly, there is a new navigation bar at the bottom of the screen that remains there no matter what screen they are using. Other exciting enhancements that we have done is to the Thrive Assistant feature. Thrive Assistant has been in our mobile app from the beginning. As you know, it allows patients to ask questions about the mobile app and hearing aids, such as, how do I change hearing aid memories? It provides them with a little more assistance in case they have forgotten what the professional had told them during the fitting appointment. When they ask a question, the answer will be pulled up via the user guide. They can also access the internet to ask a question like, what is the weather today? No matter what question they ask, the answer will be streamed to their hearing aids. We have made the Thrive Assistant further helpful. Today, we are introducing Thrive Assistant with voice-activated commands. So now your patients can simply say, increase volume or change memory to restaurant, and the hearing aid will make those changes. Their voice is picked up by the hearing aid microphones, so they don't even need to pull out the phone to use these features. So let's see what all your patient can ask their hearing aids to do. They can ask their hearing aids to increase or reduce the volume, or to mute the devices, or to change to a particular memory. All these basic controls can now be done just by voice command. So this makes the use of hearing aid further easier. Thrive Assistant is designed to help those patients who need additional assistance for using their hearing aids. This includes people with dexterity issue, vision impairments, and memory impairments. These conditions may inhibit successful use of hearing aids. With such innovative feature, the patient does not need to remember how to access certain things in the app. Rather, all they need to do is to ask a question or state a command, and the hearing aid does it all for them. This user-friendly assistant increases usage of hearing aids. Now let's look at another way we have made our hearing aids more user-friendly and more healthable. Nowadays, a lot of older people want to stay independent as long as possible, even if they begin to need day-to-day assistance. As they live alone, it makes the caregivers more worried about their care, medications, and security. This problem can be solved if they can access their health data, like usage of hearing aids exercise schedule, medication schedule, and monitor all that. This will eliminate caregiver worry, leads to improved and quality care for those elders, and it provides greater independence and more secure feeling for them as well. We have made this possible by introducing our latest mobile app, which is called as Thrive Care app, an app which takes senior cares to the next level. We have had the ability to share data with smart devices and then store that data in the cloud for some time. Now we can also share that cloud data with a separate smart device, that is the caregiver smart device, so that they can access the loved one's health data. It enables the caregivers to stay informed about the loved one's health and well-being anytime, anywhere. It tells them that they are healthy and safe. It allows them to get alerts if they fall or need help. So ultimately, it allows the patient to hear better, at the same time live better. This app is compatible with Livio Edge AI devices and is available for both Apple and Android devices. Let's see how this app works. Now, both the parties, the caregivers and the patient, have to take part in this. The patient needs to invite a caregiver via the Thrive app and select what all data he wants to share with him. The caregiver accepts the invitation, views the data through the Thrive Care app, and sets notification for things that he would like to observe. So this Thrive Care app is beneficial for all the parties involved. It is beneficial for the patients, caregivers, and the providers. The patient gets continued care, independence, and support. The caregiver gets peace of mind, and the provider gets more value for the services that they are providing, because now they are giving a holistic solution. In addition to above latest enhancements to Thrive Care app, the Thrive Care app continues to give access to hearing care anywhere, which allows patients to put their help request regarding any support that they want from the provider without visiting the provider. Self-check is another feature which is still available with Thrive Care app and allows the patients to run a diagnostic on their hearing aid components. This allows them to either troubleshoot the hearing aids themselves or give the provider a call to tell them that what they are seeing. I think you all will agree with me that we have reinvented the hearing aid and redefined the industry to provide you and your patients with an edge that has never been possible before in a hearing aid. So today we present to you a smart hearing ecosystem with Livio Edge AI, Livio AI for all, smart 2.4 GHz accessories, and Thrive Care app, which your patients can use to enhance or improve their life. So with that, I would like to continue with the quiz. So the instructions remain same. Write your answers in the chat box. Each of the answer carry 1 mark. Write just one word as the answer, and you have 15 seconds to answer each question. So here comes question number 6 as we continue from the question number 5. Loneliness is causing factor for dash. Your time starts now. As you know, you have 15 seconds to answer. We have discussed about this in the very beginning of the presentation. That's it. Time is up. So I hope you have answered the question, and now no more answers will be accepted. I'm going to move on to the next question, which is question number 7. Name 2 newly added AI features in the Livio AI 1000 hearing aid. I will repeat the question. name 2 newly added AI features in the Livio AI 1000 hearing aid, and your time starts now. So I discussed this when I was talking about AI for all. Be quick, not a lot of time is left. So your time is up now. Right? So let's move on to the next question. This is an easy one. Livio family of hearing aids include Livio, Livio AI and Livio Dash AI. So come on, your time starts now. This is very easy. So it's like fastest fingers first. Come on. So only 3 seconds left and your time is up now. So stop answering. Let's move on to the next question. So the voice command feature is a new addition to the already existing feature in the Thrive called as. Your time starts now. This is again an easy one. In order to win the exciting prizes, answer it quickly. Not a lot of time left and your time's up now. So moving on to the last question of this quiz round. The question is, the benefit of Thrive Care app is for everyone, the patient, the caregiver and who? Your time starts now. This was almost at the end of the presentation, so just quickly answer it. So just a couple of seconds left and your time's up now. So that brings us to the end of the quiz and end of my presentation. So I would like to thank you for your time and participation. With that, I would like to invite back Rohit sir on the stage with more exciting news for you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Nitish. Thank you, Sachin. Thank you very much for your great inputs. It's always little unnerving to follow you guys. You guys are so knowledgeable. You have got so much of command on the subject. I feel a little shallow there. But thank you very much for doing the great job. Now, everybody, you would have enjoyed the quiz. Those who were fast and correct have an opportunity to, the top 3 winner will have an opportunity to get the Livio Edge AI 2400 as the first prize. Second prize is Livio AI 2000. And third prize being Livio 1600 AI. Now, those who could not quickly answer and correctly answer, there are more opportunities outside when you walk out from this place. As in you go to the lobby, there are breakout sessions. So Sachin and Nitish will be sharing more information about the product and technology. There's an experience zone and there's a knowledge center. Please feel free to download. Click at any point. You will have some information waiting for you and you will love to download as much as you would like. Typically, at the normal launch where we are face-to-face, you will pick up a lot of customer-facing brochures, price lists, everything else. You can do it here again by clicking and simply downloading. The top 10 people, the top 10 delegates who do maximum activities by going to each place will be the winners of 10 gift vouchers from Amazon of 5,000 rupees each. So please go out, have fun, and explore as much as you can. With this, I would like to bring Mr. Paul Saito. Mr. Paul Saito is the Vice President for APAC, Asia Pacific and China region. India falls under there. Mr. Paul has been kind enough to send a message for everybody who attended this launch of thanks, a note of thanks to all of you for being gracious. Mr. Paul Saito.
Greetings from Sydney, Australia, and thank you for attending the online launch of our next generation of Livio products for India. Your time is valuable and we appreciate you taking the time to attend this launch meeting. We're excited to be introducing today Livio Edge AI, our best sounding hearing aid, along with the power of AI, now literally at the fingertips of your patients. We also are introducing a full range of affordable, healthable AI technology hearing aids. And as another industry first, we are introducing a custom rechargeable 2.4 gigahertz hearing aid, also with our AI technology. At Starkey, we believe that patients that hear better, live better, and we're excited to be bringing this new technology for you and your patients in India. Have a great meeting, and I look forward to seeing you again when we're able to travel, go out, and greet each other face to face again. Thank you, and have a great day.
Thank you very much, Paul. Thank you for your kind words. I wish you were here and have attended this launch with us. Maybe the next time. Thank you. There the next time together. And I want to also bring a quick quote of Urdu here. ख्वाहिशों के काफिले भी अजीब होते हैं. ख्वाहिशें, चाहत, ख्वाहिशों के काफिले भी अजीब होते हैं. इन्हें गुजरना वहीं से होता है जहां रास्ते नहीं होते. But if we are together, रास्ते हम बना लेंगे. I promise, even if the footfall is less now, even if there are less people walking into your clinic, one pair of trial Livio Edge AI will give you and your patient a satisfaction which will be worth waiting for. I strongly recommend, no matter what it is, give a trial and you will have a very, very happy patient walking out of your clinic. With this, I would like to invite the most brilliant Hari, the geniuses you have just met, Nitish and Sachin, for a Q&A session. Please join me for a Q&A session with these three dignitaries. Thank you. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for waiting. We tried very fast. We actually moved very fast to put all these vast tools here and put these masks on. So during pandemic now we cannot see each other because we four are sitting. Quickly identifying myself, I'm Rohit Mishra. Sitting next to me is Hariharan, followed by Nitish and Sachin. So welcome to the question and answer session. We have got quite a few, but I'll start with the first, which is not exactly a question, which is more of an encouragement, which says, Mishra ji, road to success goes through the glitches. Thank you very much for motivating. Yes, we have learned a lot of things from the previous glitch. We are better off this time. I'm straight shooting with the questions, and the first question I'll take is, will the custom rechargeable aid directly connect to all Android phones? Nitish, will you take it?
Yeah, sure. So ideally, the custom rechargeable hearing aids would connect to all Androids in the coming future. But right now, we have the Android compatible list in our website, and most of the used phones like Samsung Galaxy S10, S10 Plus, and there are a few more out there which have been listed. And all these devices can directly connect with our custom rechargeable hearing aids. Yeah.
I'll probably make it more objective. Tell me which is the cheapest phone you can connect a Livio with on Android.
The one that I can recollect is the Samsung Galaxy M31.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm
how
sure
much?
it's M31. That should be around 16,000, I guess, 16,000, somewhere around that price.
So with the 15,000 phone, a Livio can be connected and you can use the Livio features
for that direct streaming.
15,000 rupees Android phone.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nitish. Now, good. One more. Why are you launching a table mic when you already have remote mic option?
Table microphone is a completely next is at a complete next level compared to the remote microphone. It can It can completely act like a remote microphone. It also goes into directional mode as well as omni mode. But the benefit is it is more digitalized, as well as it has 8 microphones that forms a microphone array. So it has beamforming technology. So even in group situations where the remote microphone will have the omnidirectional mic which is active, here the table mic can automatically detect the source of speech. So that's how it is at a next level, and it can detect automatically. The patient doesn't need to do anything. So it's a completely different accessory. It's a complete new level where I'm sure when you go ahead and give trials to the patients, I'm sure patient would choose table microphone always compared to the remote mics.
No, I've seen this table mic myself, and I somehow feel that we should have named something like more Star Trek transmitter kind of thing. This is so high tech, this is so cool, and this is so effective. The quality of sound that it transmits is one of the best I have ever heard in any company's accessories so far. So I would say please try it once, and you will see why this is not something that can be compared with any accessory as we
And the connection range is also up to 50 feet.
50?
Much high. Yes.
Goodness. Thank you. Sachin, what? Will you take this question?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Will new Livio AI have all the AI features? I don't know what does it mean, but
yeah, basically that's what you want to ask is whether all the AI features as they were previously available in Livio AI hearing aids will be there in all Livio AI range that we have. So the motive is to bring more and more features to the reach of people even who opt for the lower range or lower tiers. So we have given even in the 1000 Livio AI, we have offered 3 features like auto on off, tap control, as well as we have got there
body tracking.
Sorry?
Body tracking.
Yeah, body tracking feature is there as well. So 3 features are there. As you move up the tiers, more and more artificial intelligent features get added on. So yes, not all features are there in the basic model, but as you go up the tiers, features keep increasing.
Perfect. Thank you, Sachin. Harry, question for you. What are the requirements? And this is the most lovely question anybody would ask you. By the way, those who have seen Hari before, it is also an equally rare sight to me to see Hari in a jacket and a suit. This is like a Kumbh Mela for me. But anyways, what are the requirements in an impression for a custom rechargeable hearing aid? Again, you will go with the same thing, second bend and all the way in?
At any time you take any impression, it is always better to give a good canal. And this time we are slightly changing our focus towards our external part of the ear, that is your pinna and concha as well.
Okay.
Because we are planning to give a directional microphone in our new rechargeable custom hearing aid. So if our concha filling is proper, then to place a microphone perpendicular to a tragus will be very helpful. So what I would suggest is, while keeping focus on the canal part while taking the impression, also focus on your concha as well as your helix part, which is outside. At any point of time, don't press the impression, let the material flow on its own and get filled all the counters of your pinna. That's
so
what I would
important
suggest.
thing, do not press the impression material. That might distort your impression.
That might distort enlarge your pinna area.
Oh, so when you press it, it might actually enlarge.
Yeah.
Number 1. Number 2, tip. Do not try to take 2 impressions with 1 filling of the syringe.
Yeah.
Take only 1. Is that right?
That's right.
Yeah. So take 1 impression with 1 ear, take 1 filling. You might use a little bit extra, but that's going to be a worthwhile. Harry, one more question for you. I'm just sorting it out. Are we going to get non-rechargeable CICs and IICs for Livio?
It's in our product portfolio. Sooner than later, we are going to get it, but not before Q3 of 2021. Yeah, but for sure, already R&D is working on that to come out with a 10A non-rechargeable 2.4 giga custom CICs.
Okay, so it's not right now.
Right now, yeah.
All right, thank you. And that's my question, so I'll take it. What is the minimum cost of custom rechargeable device? Extremely economical. You will be thrilled to know the price is $49,999. For $49,000 and change, you are getting a custom rechargeable device. Brilliant price. No one can match that, and thereby no one can beat it. Nitish, I'll get you back here. Sure. What is the difference between Livio AI and Livio Edge AI? I'm sure you would have taken this question already in your presentation.
Yes, I mean, I have not specifically. Should I say? I have not specifically gone into these details, but the fact is, Livio Edge AI is also a part of that complete tier of AI hearing aids. So, Livio Edge AI range has this sound management feature called as hearing reality, and Livio Edge AI is one step up beyond this, and that is called as Hearing Reality Pro, which has this thing called Edge mode. So that's how you have that name Livio Edge AI. And this Edge mode is something like the artificial intelligence is into the hearing aid, is built inside the hearing aid. So even when the patient doesn't connect the hearing aid to their phone or any cloud services or anything, still they can go into this mode called Edge mode, and then the hearing aid automatically scans the environment and then gives all that comfort and the best speech quality what it can in that specific environment the patient is in. So that's the core difference between Edge AI and the other hearing aids. But it also has a couple of additional features like voice activated commands, where when the patient wants to increase the volume of the hearing aid, if they have dexterity issues, they always cannot find the buttons. So they can instruct the hearing aid. They can say, hey, increase the volume, and the hearing aid does it for them. So that's how the Edge AI is one step ahead compared to Livio AI.
Is the hearing aid trained for your voice?
Oh, anyone's voice. They need to use English for now.
All right. So even if I'm wearing a hearing aid and you say increase the volume,
so they need to go into this thing called Thrive Assistant. They need to activate that by using either double tap, or they can do it with their phone.
So it's not like everybody is sitting and somebody saying increase the volume, and my volume goes up. So that part is taken care of.
They need to activate.
Brilliant. So the next question, which is the same extension, in which situations do you think the Edge mode will help?
So Edge mode is completely instrument specific. The patient can use that feature in any situation. So any situation where they feel that it is difficult for them to, converse with the other person, or else if it is very noisy, then they can really activate the feature to make themselves comfortable. So if I have to really quote an example, I was just using Livio Edge AI hearing aids, and I was driving, and obviously there is that low to mid frequency noise that comes in sort of thing while driving, and I thought, let me just try the Edge mode, what it does. Even though I'm not conversing with anyone, it was very, very significantly reducing all that noise. And still I can hear the horn of other vehicles, but still that noise has gone down and gives me good comfort.
Brilliant.
So it's fantastic. They can use it in any situation.
Harry, question for you. Again, you have challenged this question 1,000 times. What will be the size of a custom rechargeable head, and can this be made for a small ear?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say I'd start my answer with a positive note. Yes, the canal doesn't matter. This is the first time you will be hearing that a canal doesn't matter.
That's a breather for everybody who has been struggling.
As long as whatever the canal is available, we need a good impression of that canal. And then the concha part we are going to focus. As I said, that we are coming out with the directional microphone. So our primary focus would be in the concha area. So I would recommend please focus while taking the impression the concha is properly filled. Canal doesn't matter.
Canal does not matter as much.
As much, exactly.
So will first bend be okay?
Yeah, first bend be okay. In that scenario, to give the retention, we have to go for an ITE. So
if you want a good ITC, go all the way till second bend.
Yes.
Is that the answer?
Not like a longer second bend canal for an IIC, not that type. Normal CAC, a few millimeter after second bend would be enough.
Fantastic. That's a big relief, Harry. Sachin, if somebody has a Livio aid, will it upgrade to a Livio AI or AI Edge now?
Right. I knew this question is going to come up because we have so many Livios out there in the field. Already people have brought up. Unfortunately, no is the answer because the new Livio AI which we are launching is using a completely new hardware and the firmware. So no, it cannot automatically upgrade it in the field.
Okay. It cannot be upgraded at all.
To the new Livio, it cannot be.
All right. Okay. Interesting question. More Bangalore driven. The data being shared on the hearing aid, is it kept secure and private, and how do you ensure that?
I think Nitish can answer this question.
Yeah, definitely the data is an important thing, and people want to make sure that their patient data or the patient themselves, their own personal data is to be secure. So whenever the patient logs in to Thrive Hearing app, they either use their Facebook ID or Google ID to do that. And majority of them would really do that because they already have their Gmail ID, most of them. So when you do that login, you are using the Google server, you're using the Google Cloud services and everything. So therefore, you are the owner of your data, and you have the option to delete your data also when you really upgrade your hearing aid or do whatsoever. So the fact is, we at Starkey will not have any access to that.
Okay. So your data is safe, as safe as it's on Google or Facebook, whatever.
Yes.
Okay. Now, it's a very interesting question, and I think I should take it. It says, will the Thrive Care app make sense in Indian scenario? And Thrive Care is a caregiver app, and I think it's extremely important, specifically for the Indian culture, where the concept of a joint family, we as children, we have got immense concern for our parents. So a Thrive Care app, if at all it has to make some sense, will definitely make sense in India, because it allows you to be aware of your parents' health or the loved ones of yours. It allows you to be in charge and aware and conscious about everything that's happening. And you can keep track not only of a fall detection, about their mental well-being, also about their heart rate, their exercise, everything which is happening around them. So I will say yes, Thrive Care app will definitely make sense for most of the Indians that I know. Now, how about a quick rapid fire?
Sure.
10 seconds to an answer. Do you think people will spend this kind of money at this time in pandemic?
Yes. Yes.
10 seconds was a cut. All right. I would say, off late, it is not about pandemic. It's about living the best. And one thing this pandemic has taught everyone, if you have got less time left, live the best you can. So even if it is now or later, this is the best thing available and one should go for it. Is Starkey planning to make healthable products now?
Yes, because we understand the importance of living better, and we say to hear better is to live better, and hearing is associated with many other health problems. So we are actually moving towards giving everybody a more healthy lifestyle, and that is why we are building more and more features in our hearing aids which can track their health, which can help them to live better and ultimately hear better. So yes, we will move in that direction to give a holistic solution for hearing as well as health.
Perfect.
It's not a healthable device, it's a hearing aid with healthable features.
Brilliant. And we'll continue to expand on them.
Yes.
That's right.
Thank you. Harry, why custom rechargeable only in black color?
No, who said? It's not only in black color.
So you can have all the colors?
Yeah, like our regular custom, we have all the colors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last question. I'll stop at that. It says, how is Starkey's health after the pandemic? And I'll take that. I think everybody struggled and so did we. But we have bounced back to a little more than 50% of our business before pandemic, and the trends have been really strong. We were very, very lucky that our strength of the family is almost the same as it was before pandemic. So everybody who has supported us in these tough times, thank you very much, and keep supporting us as we go forward. That's the end of the Q&A session. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for your time and energy with the face covered. And it was a brilliant, brilliant idea, and I still request all of you to go out and visit the breakout sessions and our technology center and experience zone and everything. Please click as many places because you will have a lot of information waiting for you. For joining us. I wish I would have said the bar is open. Maybe the next time. See you soon. Thank you very much. Bye-bye from all of us.